Hey guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's take a look. Yep, we still haven't moved enough to get the replenishment of movement on our Crusade armies. Now that we're done with Green Gate, I think we should, I guess, go back to Dresden? Yeah, everything has mostly been done, which is good. At least, from behind Dresden. And when I say behind, I mean like Act 2 stuff. We do need to go to Temple of the Good Hunt, I think. But we might head up topside to deal with this, in which case we have to bring Woljif. But yeah, let's head back to Dresden. I think we have some stuff happening that will be good for our crusade, and we'll go from there. Well, kingdom management, not crusade. So let's move in that direction. Let's actually take a look here. Yeah, I'm happy to sit in this spot. Yep, we don't have anything there. That's fine. Alright, let's keep moving. Should probably quick save it. Let's just go straight to Dresden. Battered Spirit.
Godspeed.
Okay. No, nothing here. I think we're just waiting on that crusade thing to get done. So I think
Let us press on.
I will rest up. We'll get our spells back because we traveled quite far. And then go from there. A sharp-looking kitsune gives you a quick business-like bow. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I'm Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Nerosian. Here are my credentials. She presents a scroll adorned with Galfrey's seal. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters' diplomatic council. Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join this council, but I will do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. Yeah, strange. I got invited to the council too. I'm sure foreign ambassadors will be thrilled to see my face and my manners. Lady Konomi, you haven't mistaken me for some other Crusader land, have you? Woljif is positively swelling with pride. Now this is the place to apply my talents. You know me, Chief. I have a way with words. If a fella once managed to smooth talk the Golden Hands goons, he can talk anybody into anything. I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It is passed down the Arende line. I must say that prior to this day I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation. It is time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows, I might even enjoy it. What's the Diplomatic Council, and why do I need it? To solve matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan. Funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers, and each one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory over the demons, also pursues its own goals. The Diplomatic Council will manage this tangle of political interests and prevent the Crusade from losing the favor of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mendevian politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That is why the capital has sent me here, to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. I see, you've been sent to keep an eye on me. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander? I'm not an overseer, I'm your loyal advisor. I do not intend to meddle in the way you run things. Just consult with you in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Cheliax and Druma, okay? I don't remember Druma. Fair enough, okay. None of us here want to see Cheliax and Druma at each other's throats, trying to settle their dispute by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt you would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. Tell me more about the Royal Council. What is it? The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hands and the voice of the Queen. The Council has gathered people from all walks of life. Some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earn their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are of more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kasori and Captain Jaspar of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause. I have a question about the composition of this council. I don't think we need to question that. If we're going to trust her, then I guess we should trust that she made the right choices in getting these particular companions here. So, what's on the council's agenda today? I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Nerosian is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you're out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. If we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Nerosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church's support will shield us from the accusations of schemers. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, Stooge. This is your victory, and if Cousin Galfrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. Sounds like Darren's still got a bit of a chip on his shoulder with the Queen. Land's eyes flash with anger. Are they out of their mind? We've got a whole Dresden full of soldiers who need medicine, food, and weapons. Until everyone has been taken care of, we can't waste a single coin on pointless celebrations. We gotta show we're loyal, no sweat. We grease some palms in the Royal Council, and they'll sing songs about how we're all devoted and well behaved. Religious feast. Energy points income increases by 20% and finance points income reduces by 10% for 30 days. Okay, that's interesting. The cost of recruiting mercenaries reduces by 7.5%, but material points income reduces by 25% for 30 days. That's not great. Crusade morale increases by 10 or 20 if Crusade morale is below 0. Okay. Material points income increases by 20%, but finance point income reduces by 10%. Finance points income increases by 10% for 30 days. Okay, that one has the least... Well, it has no downside. The upside is smaller, but I think finance points are more important, at least at this point, so let's take that one. We will hold a parade in Her Majesty's honor. I'm glad that you have listened to my proposal. Making friends in the Royal Council will go a long way. It's good that we've got off on the right foot, Commander. There will be plenty more issues requiring your decision soon, but I do not doubt that we will handle them just as expediently. Okay. Let's save it here. Okay, we've dealt with the Diplomatic Council. Bell of Mercy. Okay. A holy relic of Desna has been found in the ruins of the fortress near the Green Gates. The chime of the bell ringing out once more after many years of silence will fill mortal souls with faith and hope for victory. But extracting the holy relic from the ruins and taking it to Dresden will require the combined efforts of an entire unit. Unit has +1 bonus to AC against demon unit attacks. That's pretty solid, actually. Okay. Not enough resources, but this will get us Melander's Insult. And it is a diplomacy one. And then Fate of the Faultless Daybreak. Ooh, okay, I don't think I've seen this one yet. I probably won't be going Flail. Triumphant Noontide Shield. Whenever this +3 Mithril Light Shield is under the effect of War Priest's Sacred Shield, each time the wielder bashes using this shield, deals 1d6 holy damage, and enemy must pass a will save or be marked. If a marked creature dies, a will-o-wisp appears for 10 minutes or until a new will-o-wisp is created. This will-o-wisp will try to heal and support your characters. The shield also deals additional 2d8 points of holy damage to undead. Sounds pretty strong. Whenever the enemy confirms a crit against the wielder, every enemy in a 30-foot area must pass a Fortitude saving throw or become blinded for 1d4 rounds. And suffer 46 positive energy damage. Successful saves halves the damage and stops the blindness. Interesting. +3 Scale Mail allows the wearer 3 times a day to raise a deceased ally for 2d3 rounds. After that time, they die again, okay? Whenever the enemy confirms a crit against the wielder, okay, it's the same thing but as an armor. That's quite interesting. Okay. Glory to the heroes. Blessing of Bastet. Ooh, okay. 7 days to soul. Demons assuming the form of cats and infiltrating Dresden are an affront to the Assyrian goddess Bastet. Her priests are ready to set out for the world wound to watch over the sacred animals of their goddess and expose those who dare steal their appearance. Requires 100 energy points so that we can increase energy points by 5 or income by 5. Let's check out. Oh, okay, we're very close to rank 3 for diplomacy points as well. Alright then. I think the earlier we get this done, the better. Just not sure about the diplomacy points and when we're going to get more. Because I'd rather rank up than wait a long time to hit the right rank. A week though? Can we wait a week? I think we can. Let's do it. I want the income as soon as possible. Okay, let's check campaign. Okay, have they moved? No, this... Did they move? I actually don't know. Okay. There's nothing to recruit. Okay, in that case, I'm happy to wait for them. Chainmail of Dragonfly. Save it here and I'll take the fight. Alright, let's speed up combat. Okay. I guess we can hit the one closest to us. Ooh, only 61. 29, okay. 32, very nice. Let's just defend then. And let's use Smite Evil on the big stack. Okay, let's hit the big stack over there. Alright, our champions can't move because of the webbing, I think. Yeah, one round of web. Clerics are fine. Okay, so it's just the champions that have web. Okay. Cool. Alright, now they're pushing forwards. How much damage did they do? 5 to 10. I guess we can use another Scorching Ray. Okay, nice. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Losses, we got them all back. The grove had long been dry and dead. The spiders that once occupied it have been slaughtered. Monstrous web cocoons hang from the branches containing the remains of their victims, and a certain number of useful items that miraculously would not dissolve in the spider's corrosive drool. This +3 chainmail can be activated once per day to grant all allies in a 30-foot radius a +1 insight bonus to attack and damage rolls against demons for 10 rounds. Okay, that's actually pretty decent, must admit. Okay, let's save it here. Alright, we've advanced a little bit. Okay, now the question is, how do we get to these? Over here and over here. I'm not sure I want to take this army just yet. I also don't know that I can take some of these other ones. Yeah. Okay, well, day 28. I don't know how close we are to the next troop refresh. Let's head down. Want to explore a bit more. I'll save it here. And let's continue down. Oh, it reaches over this way. That is very interesting. Oh, material points 8. Blabrazu. Can I actually take them on? That's the question. Probably not. There's quite a lot of them. Ooh, 16,000 experience. Okay. Alright, let's head back this way then. What is this? Painagi? Okay. Interesting. They're quite strong. And then we have Minotaur Vanguards. Rightio. Alright, I think we need to wait a little bit. So let's go back over here. Chief Agaboya only has 16 energy. Okay, so she has to chill a bit too. I don't want to take any more fights. Not that she can take any of the fights down here anyway. Alright, in that case, let's head back to our castle. Alright, let's head out and into the streets. Okay. Let's head out. Love seeing this. That's so cool. And let's have a chat to our shops. Hang on to that. And hang on to that. That looks good. All right. Let's go over here. If I remember correctly, this is where Nenio is, and I think Nenio might give another quest. Just randomly stealing people's stuff. Okay.
That is quite a discovery.
Ooh, a book, Crusade Chronicles. Info. HP. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's head up. Let's save it here. Let's see what we can learn, if anything. One old kill had told this my brothers and me on his deathbed, and then he died and no one knows but us. I know this is their sacred forest. They prayed in the meadow of spirits. Shamanic relics, you say? A big treasure? It sounds like a lie. Everything was collected, carried away, and buried in that cave. The scouts say a bear lives in those forests, a terrible one, and there must be magic guards in the cave. Sounds like something we can visit, and that's why we suggest you come with us. We'll split the treasure equally. Is that it? Okay, I guess so. Let's have a chat with Nenio. Ah boy, there you are. Very good, just in time. You will be delighted to know that I need you for an experiment. So the Grey Garrison stands ruthless. Demons are running for the hills with their tails between their legs. Mendev's queen, what's her name? It's on the tip of my yes, Galfrey. is scurrying to and fro, and all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus far, there is no scientific evidence of your exceptionality if one discounts blind faith in divine intervention, which I do. We, people of science, refuse to believe in the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Nenio punctuates her statement with an energetic sweep of her arm, and therefore open your mouth and say "ah" for me. Why? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to study you. Come along, don't stand in the way of science. What does my mouth have to do with my new abilities? Perhaps there is no connection, or perhaps there is a direct connection. We'll never know unless we try to find out. Alright, then. Nenio peers into your mouth with a practiced eye. Alright, your throat's fine, tongue looks perfectly normal, your breath, she sniffs. The smell is in line with the regular functioning of the digestive system. Now for your teeth. She sticks one hand in your mouth and probes each of your teeth in turn with the skill of a seasoned dentist. No detectable alterations. By the way, did you know that many individuals, while being wholly civilized representatives of their races, still have an amazingly powerful bite? As if suddenly recalling something, Nenio promptly pulls her hand out of your mouth. Are you really trying to find a correlation between fang length and civility? Nenio seems slightly embarrassed. For the good of science, I look for correlations everywhere and in everything. How can you prove there's no correlation if you don't bother to look for one? Okay, say nothing. Moving on. Alright, what do we have next? Ears. Let's check your hearing. Testing. Nenio yells right in your ear and nods in satisfaction as she observes your reaction. Your hearing is fine. Was fine, but don't worry. It's scientifically proven that it should return to normal soon. Next, Nenio circles you. Eyes are clear, posture is satisfactory, limb length is standard, no lice. She stops, rubs her chin in contemplation, and in a slightly dejected tone says, "Boy, you are the picture of health. It's a pity. I was expecting to find some anomaly. Well, now let's assess your mental state." Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now copulating there. What do you do? Okay, what is this nonsense? This nonsense, as you call it, is a unique methodology for detecting secret tendencies hidden in one's subconsciousness. It was developed by the greatest scientist of modern times. Now focus on the task at hand, if you please. I assume that's her? I'll do precisely nothing because I'm a tree. An unconscious act of withdrawal along with a lack of trust in your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism? On to the next question, another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You have just been picked from the vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of the tomatoes from your crate to make soup. What do you do? There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? An unconscious act of withdrawal. Inability or unwillingness to see something bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. On the surface, it appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact you are a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well what you can and can't do. Your reasoning is that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though he would deny even that. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Nenio looks at you pensively and then gestures at you with a wide sweep of her arm. And yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will solve you completely, unless I forget. By the way, I have another assignment for you. So, the experiment. Nenio gestures excitedly. I will need some supplies for this one. Boy, please bring me a bottle of alcohol. Any will do, and hurry up. Science can't wait. What kind of experiment? This will be an experiment of a personal nature, but no less exciting for that. Mark my words. I brought the alcohol for you. Nenio snatches the bottle out of your hands and stares at it with all the covetousness of a seasoned alcoholic. Here it is, my path to learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. She produces a corkscrew from her sleeve and looks at it in bafflement. Then at the bottle, then at the corkscrew again, after which she hands the bottle back to you. Open it. This experiment definitely won't work if we don't open it. Do you always carry a corkscrew up your sleeve? Don't be preposterous, but I am always meticulous when it comes to preparing for my experiments. I plan for every eventuality. Nenio sighs. Alright, I admit it, that's not true, but I have truly prepared for this particular experiment. 700 experience for that is quite nice. What is this experiment going to be about? I'm taking a huge risk with this experiment. I'm putting my reputation, my good name, and even my future on the line. With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street, and I will try to understand the mentality of someone wholly devoid of intelligence. You surely know, maybe even from personal experience, that alcohol dampens mental activity and is a catalyst for stupidity. With a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy? Not at all. I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in this experiment will include standing here and providing me with a visible reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. You're talking as if you've never tried alcohol before. I haven't. I never saw the point of it. Alright, fine, let's get started. Well, let's begin. With the steely resolve of a warrior going to his last battle, Nenio takes a big gulp straight from the bottle. Ah, what? Ugh, that's disgusting. After she overcomes the urge to vomit, she looks at you with teary eyes. How do you drink all this? Or how do you all drink this? I am doing this for the sake of science. Another gulp. Oh, that should be enough. Ew. Now, am I stupid yet? Quick, ask me about something smart. How many arcane schools are there? 8, of course. Transmutation, abjuration, enchantment, illusion, and so on. By the way, did you know that there is one more so-called universal or common pseudo-school? And the disputes about the status of this school are capable of turning a quiet old university professor into a growling, spitting barbarian? It would appear I'm not drunk enough yet. Nenio takes another swig from the bottle. Right, it seems to be working. Now I need to come up with an idea right now. I usually have a ton of ideas. Let's see now. Descari and Baphomet. Their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite their forces on the physical level. Baphomet needs to mount Descari and ride him into battle 2 in 1. Yes, the experiment was successful. I'm definitely drunk. She takes another gulp from the bottle to further confirm her condition. So, how does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life, from a scientific point of view? Terrific. I have definitely become more stupid. More than that, I'm as dumb as a box of rocks, and right now I don't give a rat's ass about science. Wait, I think I've got it. That's how men on the street see science? They don't give a rat's ass about it. Who cares how many arcane schools were recognized by some Absalom professors? Arcane schools are over there, Nenio says with a vague wave of her hand, whereas the bottle is right here where it belongs. Congratulations, I guess. Now what? That's it for now. The experiment was a success. Just a moment. Nenio stares at you with glazed eyes, shakes her head, and exhales loudly. When she meets your gaze again, her eyes are crystal clear. Alright, I'm fine now. What was that? What was what? A moment ago you were drunk as a skunk, and now all of a sudden you're stone cold sober. Is that so? Nenio looks at the bottle in her hand, thoughtfully licks her lips and nods. It seems that is indeed what happened. Clearly I decided to forget the incident entirely because I no longer need this information. What I need now is to write an article for the encyclopedia about the influence that alcohol has on an individual's mind. Alright, happy I could help. On behalf of future generations, I formally thank you for your assistance in this momentous experiment. Now I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. Are you sure you really want to meet the mysterious entity we know nothing about? I'm sure, I'm convinced. Think about all the knowledge hidden there in the emptiness. It seems to me that this event is certain to be my triumph. The experiment of the century, no, of the millennium. She looks away, or maybe it will become my downfall. Complete fiasco. Here's the deal. If the mysterious entity decides to gobble me up, run as fast as you can while it's distracted. Tell all of Golarion about the heroic death of its greatest daughter. Tell them she perished, but that she never strayed from the thorny road to knowledge. Nenio sniffs and wipes a tear from her eye. Alright. That was quite funny. That's why I like Nenio as a companion. I've forgotten about that little experiment thing. Quite hilarious. Okay, let's head back down. Okay, Social is down here now. Let's save it. That's not a good sign, I don't think. Oh,
I will guide us.
okay. Alright, nothing else. Let's have a chat with Ember. The elf in front of you is young, still an adolescent by the standards of their long-lived folk. A childish, carefree smile plays on her face, and her wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment before darting off again into the distance. Terrible scars cover her body, and a few of her fingers are missing. A crow sits on her shoulder, observing you with its clever black eyes. The Queen gave me the title of Knight Commander and put me in charge of an army. What do you think about that? The elf focuses her wandering gaze on your eyes, smiles and shakes her head. Don't believe titles. All of us in the world are children of the street. Barefoot, hungry, scared, step away from death. Some imagine they're strong and rich like gods. But don't forget who you really are behind the title. I think we've chosen this option before. Let's leave. Let's have a chat with Arushale and see if she's okay after our little adventure to Green Gates. Drawing her ruby eyes away from the passers-by, Arushale looks at you. It's good that you're here. Shall we be silent together? Do you like silence? I used to talk a lot before, and all of it was a lie. My words ruined so much. I like silence more now, okay? I don't think we need to do anything else here then. Let's talk to Camellia. I haven't gotten a personal quest from Camellia yet, so not sure what's up with that. Yeah, okay. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any more from her at this point in time. Darren. Looking around the place, the Count seems quiet and dejected. Ah, Stooge, hello there. I'm feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now, or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. We've been traveling together for a while now. What's your opinion of me? Let's choose the good option. I sincerely believe that you can change and become a better person. Ugh, did you really have to spoil the moment with such a trite reproof? Fine, do you know why I asked you that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think about me, usually reveals more about the one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now that I've got you thinking, let's proceed to the usual small talk. Do you want to talk about your past? I've been thinking a lot about what happened since our visit to Heaven's Edge. Do you want me to rewrite a detailed report? You are the commander of the crusade, not my personal biographer. Why do you need this boring trivia? Fair enough. Alright, let's leave that be then. Captain Harmattan. Let's talk to Sealer, actually. Haven't chatted with her for a while.
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
I haven't figured it out yet. We'll see what happens next.
Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
The fate of the League of the Cart affected you greatly. So you could say, I did what I thought was right. I tried to help a good person with their troubles, and what came of it? I'm sorry, but I won't find peace until I track down Curl and Janna. What were they thinking? Is there any way to get through to them, or should I just admit I was terribly wrong? Well, we found Janna, which is why I was hoping we'd see something from Sealer or see Janna herself somewhere. There's another thing that's worrying me. The way people react to your power and mine. They think that if we've been chosen by Iomade, they need to pray at our feet. I'm not comfortable with the younger warriors hanging on my every word. Sealer smiles sourly. I feel alone. Nobody else is going to sit with me and celebrate saving a beer cart, and I'd like to regain, if not the friendship, at least the trust of the other knights. Especially those I respect and consider my friends like Elan. Okay, fair enough. Is there anyone else I haven't talked to? Lan, I haven't talked to. Ulbrig as well, okay. Since we're here talking to our companions, let's have a check to see how Lan's doing. here for a chat? I've been waiting for you to come and see what strange beasts you've taken into your party. What do you think of life on the surface? It must be very different from life underground. Of course, as far as living conditions, the surface is definitely a better place to be. It's easier to get good food and water, not to mention build a house, and even grow a few things. In older, well-established settlements, you don't have to deal with anything scarier than rats or maybe foxes stealing chickens. As for the kind of lives you have, I heard a story about demon worshippers abducting a whole family and sacrificing them one by one while the others watched. But there were some brave Crusader knights nearby and they killed the villains and saved everyone. And I heard another story. A young blacksmith lost his arm in a fire, couldn't work to feed his wife and baby. They tried their best and lived from hand to mouth, but they were still destitute. In the end, the desperate blacksmith robbed a traveler one night on the road, but there were some brave Crusader knights nearby and they caught the robber and threw him in prison. Not long after, his wife smothered their baby and hanged herself. Jeez, that's dark. Up here, the same person can proudly say he's protecting the innocent from demons and then look the other way while the same innocent starves just because they were born into a poor family. Queen Galfrey prolongs her life with sun orchid elixirs that cost enough to feed an entire city. Back in our caves, everyone is equally poor, and if one person starves, the whole tribe starves. We don't abandon our own in times of trouble. That's the power of a tribe. The laws of the surface are made so that some get everything and others get nothing. I might just be a naive fool from the caves, but I don't understand how it's possible to have so much more and share so much less. Anyway, look who I'm talking to. You must know life on the surface much better than I do. I'd never leave a needy person in trouble. I've been given more than most, which means I'm now able to help others. A fitting reply. Don't take my words as a reproach. I like grumbling as much as cracking jokes. Lan is obviously trying to muster a friendly smile, but it's an expression his face doesn't accommodate very naturally. Okay, fair enough. Abandoned buildings. Okay. Let's leave. The question is, who do we want to bring? I might leave Woljif for now and keep Arushale. Okay, we still haven't progressed anything on that, so that's fine. Okay, I guess the only thing we can do now is just keep exploring. Let's evade. How do we get to Crimson Dust? Oh, we have the path to Grimwood now. Okay. Alright then. Let's go to the Temple of Good Hunt first then. Okay, let's stealth everyone and get them on their pets.
I will lend you my aid.
Alright. Oh, okay. The map is bigger than I remember. Although it seems to be quite linear. Okay.
Let us press on.
Okay. Looks like that's it. Time to head into the temple then.
Our path leads on.
Okay.
Something over there.
Oh. Alright. Let's deal with the trap.
I am helpful.
Please be careful.
Save it here. Okay. Elven notes. Alright, nice. Once we find the storyteller again, that'll be useful.
Am I not?
Ooh, belt of incredible dexterity. Very nice. Another magic essence. Good.
I will
All
guide
right.
us.
Okay. Spots a trap. That's fine. Let's stop.
I hate
And
poison
Camellia
snakes.
can move over here. Oh, there's another room back here. Okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
Something over there.
Alright. Let's see what's in this thing.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Specimen 367, Finian Dismar. Okay. Oh, that's right. Forgot to talk to Finian. Okay, let's come here anyway. Save it here. Okay, let's talk to Finian. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I've never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I last sent them any reports. We got ambushed by cultists who spoke of some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. Finian's tone is grim. All too well. He was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimens they wanted from you. Maybe they thought I had stolen something from them. Wait, I just remembered something. His voice turns hopeful. That bladesmith's workshop was just outside Iz, right by the walls. If Gorham willing we are ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. Huh, finding those cultists was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle right now, just say the word. It's like I can feel this newfound strength. When you go to Iz, make sure to bring me along. I found the cultist reports on their tests. They say you were used to kill crusaders. What? You must have the wrong guy. I've never been friends with cultists. I would have remembered something like that. Maybe they caught some other Pathfinder and bent him to their will. Not me. I would have remembered. I wouldn't lie to you. I would have remembered. Okay. 210 experience. That's all for now. Okay. Let's see. Finian. Let's go here. Finian. Great Axe. Ooh, okay, he has been upgraded, so it's now Ghost Touch Heartseeker Enhancement +3. Very nice. Racking Point Long Spear +4. This is a +3 Ghost Touch Heartseeker weapon. This weapon can tear the soul of a living enemy. Whenever it lands a hit, it deals additional 1d6 force damage. Ghost Touch weapon deals damage normally against incorporeal creatures regardless of its bonus. An incorporeal creature's 50% reduction in damage from corporeal sources does not apply to attacks made against it with Ghost Touch weapons. A Heartseeker weapon ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, though the attack must still target the proper space. This special ability does not apply against aberrations, oozes, plants, outsiders with the elemental subtype, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Question is, do I want to keep Finian or not? I guess we can keep him as a Great Axe for now. $19 to $20, okay. Alright. Let's go over here. Save it. Let's touch this thing and see what happens.
I am helpful.
I'm begging you, don't go in there. Ooh, okay, fair enough. The young cleric lets out a loud scream and addresses you in a quavering tone. I beg you, don't touch the door. I discovered a concealed door in the temple. Where does it lead? Kiado's face goes grey and he falters and stutters over his words. What door? Ah, the door. It leads into the cellar. There's nothing interesting behind that door. Sweat breaks out on the cleric's forehead as he looks at you with pleading eyes. You're lying. You have a dark secret that is eating you up inside. Rid yourself of it. Something bad has happened to you, and I am not going to harm you, but only you can help yourself. Kiado gazes at you with wide, awestruck eyes and falls to his knees. Determination and contrition ring clear in his voice. I repent, Commander. I am a prisoner of Baphomet's witch Zanedra. She came one night, threatened me, and forced me to let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here, and then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than initiated servants of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach and they will gnaw me from the inside out. So I panicked. Like a coward, I said nothing to anyone, but I know they are wreaking abominations in my temple, but you're right. No one can help me apart from myself, and my faith is strong. The next time that accursed witch comes here, I'll show her who's the biggest turnip in this field. I'll lie in wait in the crypt, and then I'll attack and burn her bones to ash. I would ask for your help, but I suppose you wouldn't want to sit around here waiting for Zanedra to appear. You have your own duties, of course, as commander, and even if I did let you into the crypt, Zanedra's curse would kill me on the spot, so I'll have to manage on my own. You can count on me. Kiado's face is alight with determination. I don't know who this Zanedra is, but I'd really like to get my hands on her and have a chat. Or maybe I'd just reach for my weapon right away. It speaks a language all its own, but a quick death is too good for cultist scum like her. After all the fear and torment and pain they put people through. After this furious outburst, Silas calms down again and speaks to Kiado. Stay strong, kid, you're not alone. You have allies and your faith. Camellia sighs in exasperation. What do you expect from a peasant? It is in a peasant's nature to obey those who are stronger. I need the services of a cleric? I will be glad to help, Commander. I've kept all of Rathimus' scrolls, and I've even managed to learn a few of his tricks. I study languages so that I can read foreign scrolls. Rathimus used to call me a polyglutton. I never met a foreign language I didn't want to sink my teeth into. Burn, Ashwood, Ring of Pyromania. I don't remember if I bought this for Ember already or not. But yeah, don't really need anything else here, I don't think. Yeah. I guess if we wanted to, we can come back to pick up some stuff later on. I am wondering, can I cast Remove Curse to help this guy out?
The goddess protects us.
Remove Curse? Did it work? Okay. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. I want to go inside the crypt. Cleric's resistance is hanging by a thread. His lips are trembling and his voice drops to a whisper. I have the key, but what right do you have to? I've had enough of this. Fine. If you don't want to hand over the key, you don't have to. Surely there's a way to lift the curse off it? Off this guy? I did use Remove Curse, but didn't seem to work.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Is there anything else we can use? Doesn't really look like it. Restoration? Nope, I guess not. That's a bit of a bummer. In any case, I think this is a good place to end the episode. I think in the next episode, I'll just end up starting out back in the exploration map rather than from here. Once I figure out if it's possible to help Kiato, then we can come back and do that. But I think for now, this is a good place to end the episode. We've helped Finian. We talked to our companions a little bit. And yeah, we finished a good portion of like Green Gates and all that kind of stuff. So a good portion of the early Act 3 parts. So yeah, I think in the next episode, we'll start from the exploration map and decide what we want to do from there. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you have a good one.